Back at you with another video from 80s Nut. So here we are. Thought I'd never see this place again, but here I am, years later. It was 1981. And I was here at that class right there, kindergarten. It's where I played. This is Cherrywood Elementary School in San Jose, California. That's the entrance to the library and the office. Upstairs at that time was Mrs. Denbo, the school principal. Mrs. Saltzman was the kindergarten teacher that I had. Over here they have a sit-down area for lunch and recess. Small play area over here. Then after kindergarten I had first grade, and at first grade I was in this classroom right here, and this was Mrs. Emerson. Mrs. Emerson was right here. That was a fun class. I also liked it a whole lot because the restroom was right close to it. It's right next to it, which is right there. Amazingly is that the school still looks very much the same. Remember, found my first Liberty dollar in that tan bark right there. Some kid must have had it for show and tell or something. Then as time went on, don't remember her name, but I had this classroom right here, which is room 8, because I remember watching The Never-Ending Story for the first time in my life, and it was in this room right here. And it took us fairly a long time to watch that movie. I think it took about a week because we'd watch sections at a time. And we would have rallies here. And this was our playground. And then my 5th grade teacher was Mrs. Miller. There used to be Mr. Hunter too back in the days, but I didn't have Mr. Hunter as much as I did want to have him. My brother had Mr. Hunter, his real adventurous teacher. Honestly don't remember the rest of my teachers, but I do remember the class. They've expanded because they've added all of these trailers for more kids, and I thought they would have torn this place down by now, but I'm happy that they have not because there's so many memories. I know that the school that my wife went to was torn down because the area got older and they ran out of, didn't have as many youth, the population shrunk. But right around the corner here was my 5th grade class. Here it is right here, room 18, which now says lab room 18. That was my 5th grade class there. Remember, my teacher would drive from Santa Cruz to come down here, which was a good, almost 45 minutes to an hour drive. For the most part, the school looks the same. However, the cherry orchards are all gone, which the school was named after. So there it says Cherrywood Elementary School right there. That's it right there. Cherrywood Elementary School. Wow. Never thought the day would come that I'd actually see the school sign or anything that has to do with the school anymore. Yeah, it's something. It really is. Some of the best times of my life growing up, going to this school right here. I remember the kindergarten classrooms right there. See, I did a complete 360, but the kindergarten classrooms right there would have bunk beds, and you'd see those 2 windows, the lower level and upper level well, they had the bunk beds up against there, and we would nap every day for I don't recall how long, but the California Distinguished School. Well, happy that it's still here, and hopefully it'll be here for another 35 years to come. Did end up going to Sierra Middle School after graduating 5th grade, and then on to Independence. Actually, I went my first year I went to Piedmont High, first year of high school, but ended up going to Independence my sophomore, junior, and senior year, and then transferring out after a bunch of different small colleges to San Jose State. Wow, memories. My God. I had my first fight. See, this has been changed. Now they've got this type of playground, but they used to have 2 poles that were about 40 to 50 feet, and you'd have to climb up the pole and ring the bell. That way you compete against the other pupils, the other students. But that's all gone now, and they have this playground here. But I had my first fight in the sandbox at the school, and it was defending my younger brother. He was the kid didn't want him to drink out of the fountain, or didn't want to wait, so he pushed my brother's face into the drinking fountain faucet, and then he made a run for him. My brother came over crying, and he said, "This is the kid that hit me," and I'm pretty sure the guy's name was Sione. And I remember I clobbered the living hell out of him because I didn't want anyone beating up hitting my brother. Wow, those ball walls right there used to be green, and behind those houses were cherry orchards. There was a pumpkin patch back there. Wow. Alright, well, I'll talk to you guys later. Thumbs up and subscribe. Cherrywood Elementary School. That's something.